Welcome, Wastelanders, to another settlement tour. It has been a long time since I have done one of these. I know I used to do one of these every other Sunday, but my schedule has been pretty booked up with my other series, my Let's Build series, but I still do these, because I don't always want to film everything that I've been doing. But anyway, yeah, here we are at Outpost Zimonja, and it looks nothing like it originally did. So, not even close. Yeah, right out here up front, we got some warnings for raiders not to show up. I did not do that. That is part of the, I think it's from CVC, when, you know, pretty close to that branch. But I hung that dude, which that one's on point, but the creator of CVC obviously missed. No harm, no foul, though. Alright, so right up here we got our front gate entry, and we actually do have some guards standing guard for once. Yeah, if you've been watching my channel for a while, and plus anybody who's played this game knows that once you put people in place, they don't always stay where they're supposed to be. We got a whole bunch of turrets out here. We got some signs telling everybody to keep the heck out. We got some pokey thingies here, and like I said, some guards and a big old guard tower. We got some torches, some lighted fire barrel thingamajiggers, and yeah, we got a little bit of everything in here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on inside. Boom. So the general theme of this was basically one big giant junk town. We got a lot of smoke going on in here because of all the burn barrels and whatnot. And I tried to keep this as, I don't know, junky and raw as I possibly could. We got stuff all over the place. There's tires, makeshift walls out of refrigerators and whatnot. We got a big old junk pile hidden right underneath some of these houses, etc. So, yeah, like I said, I tried to keep a very raw, junky, slapped together type feel going on here. We got another guard tower over there, which unfortunately does not have a guard. I have probably like a dozen or so, and they're just kind of all over the place. So anyway, come on up in here, and we got ourselves a nice little bridge. Got some makeshift walls again, like I said. We got our nice little section into here where you can actually see a bit more of all the junk. We've got some lights. This is actually one of the things that was with the vanilla settlement that I decided to keep and just kind of utilize. I don't know what's going on in here, but I just kept it because it was gnarly looking. And yeah, we got smoke effects all over the place. We got stairs and ladders and ramps going all over houses of all types. Even a few businesses. I think there's a restaurant up there, which we will get to. Kept the tower. I stuck some blinking lights, which you can probably just barely make out up there. Got a couple of little red blinking lights, but I did not touch the tower. I did rebuild the base down here so that it is actually a room. It always, to me, felt like it should have been something with a door and access and whatnot, but it never was, so I rebuilt that from scratch. She is actually supposed to be in the garden. I don't know why she's over here. My NPCs are all messed up. This person gardens outside over here, despite the fact that everything is in there. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh yeah, you got a nice little deer hanging there. A little bit of gore for those, forgot to warn you. And then in here, yeah, this site turned into a nice little supply cache. We got weapons, we got ammo, we got more ammo, we got weapons. And a chair down there. Cool. Once again, he's supposed to be chilling at one of the guard towers, but he's not. So yeah, I kept that mostly original. Didn't change this guy up here. Left a bed just so the settlers have beds. Got a gnome hanging out up there and whatnot. So this is basically all that's left of the original settlement. I changed a lot of it and got rid of almost all of it and or added to some of what was originally there. So we're going to come on back up here. I added some guardrails just because, and we got the Jersey barriers and some old stone walls, etc. And if we come on up here, we do have a nice little restaurant going on. This person is grilling some, I don't know, rad steaks and some whatever the heck those are. Ooh, we got some noodles. Nice. Inside here, oh,
I can't remember the
sorry,
last
didn't
time
mean
I
to
had
interrupt.
clean fingernails.
Yeah, I've had it. Alright, in here, we got ourselves a restaurant, another little gnome chilling there. I think I did eventually, at some point, assign somebody this, but I don't know where they are. Probably the person that's over in there. But we got a couple stools, some shot glasses, some Nuka-Cola. Nice little seating areas. Nice little light with the skull there. Little details. Not every building is decorated. Anybody who's been with me for a while knows that I do not really like decorating, so I only decorated maybe the first few buildings here, and then most of it was exterior decorating to really capture the feel of this place. So if we come on up here, nice little bedroom. Nothing too fancy. This is kind of a restaurant slash hotel for one. They only got one room to let out. Another little bridge headed up that way, which we will do in a little bit. Come on over this way. Another nice little house. Minor decorations. Yeah, I don't know what was going on in here, but got a nice little kitchen table. Got ourselves a coffee table, couch, bed. There's actually a lot of beds in this place. Like I said, beds for everybody. And this one, this is basically what almost every single inside looks like, just because I don't do decorating, which is why pretty much all of my settlements in the future are going to be much smaller. This way I can actually dedicate a lot more time to decorating. Alright, come over this way. You got a nice another little bridge. Got some car parts down there. Again, just for decoration and for feel. This is another guard that's supposed to be in one of the guard towers, but they never make it. Some more barrels and junk. Again, this is supposed to look like this place has just been here a while, and that's what they got going on. So we're going to come on up the big tower. I don't know what mod gives this to me. Could be CVC or Homemaker or something. I don't know. So, if you're wondering, I have no idea. So anyway, we got guns and ammo up here. We got a bed for whoever happens to be on post. We got tons more guns. We got sandbags up here to help protect. Of course, they also block a little bit of the view because of how tall they are, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. But up here, they're definitely very well protected, and they have a nice 360-degree view of everything. Let me see if we can figure out who this comes from. It just says Watchtower. Yeah, I don't remember what mod gives that to me, but all my mods are in the description below, and it's probably CVC or Home Wrecker, which is actually Homemaker. Could even be Hodgepodge or G2M. I don't know. One of them. They're all great mods. I suggest you download every single one of them, if you can, for PC, etc. Alright, so we're going to head back this way. Why? I have no idea. So come on back over here. We got more stairs. There's stairs and ladders and ramps that connect to everything. We come on over here. This is where I'm using roof sections as walkways. It's a fun little thing to do. Kind of changes things up a little bit. They're about as close as they're going to get to the guard towers because the border ends like right basically where they're standing, and there you won't go any further than that. Even with mods, I've tried using a mod that extends their abilities to go outside the borders, and they still defy me. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, we got a gap over there. That's not good. Whatever. Too late. So come on up here, again, using some roof sections as walkways. Nice little change of pace versus just using everything normal walkways and whatever. You know what I'm saying. And so, yeah, pretty much every house from now on is just going to be basically empty with beds. But, you know, it's really the look I was going after. So this is another little fun mod that I just got not too long ago. Let me see if we can find out what that is. I think it's called like Al's Canopies or something like that. Yeah, there you go, Al's Canopies. It's got some pretty good selections in here. They're, you know, good for vendors and or for having fun with covering up some of the walkways. And oh yeah, I used some bridge sections together and left gaps, so my walkways are a little funky here and there. But yeah, we got another, like I said, stairway that leads down all over the place. Windmill. Of course, there's always a windmill. Gotta have power. And more houses, and come on down this way. Don't think I decorated in here. No, I did not. Like I said, I don't think any of the others have been decorated. Here's another section too where I'm stuck because it's a tight enough corner where it interferes even though it shouldn't. So we're gonna have to hop over it. There we go. And again, more guard towers back in there, but that's out of bounds for the NPCs, so they won't even go there. I think a lot of them are actually like underneath the houses. Which, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Bethesda. Alright, so coming down this way, have some tarps that I set up just to kind of help cover the walkway a little bit. And then the rest I did with, I don't know, this sheathing metal roof type thing, which, yeah, comes from CVC there. This is the Swan awning roof. They have multiple sections of that. Some of them that have posts, some that don't. These are the middle sections with no posts. So I just basically have them set up so that it looks like they are leaning into or on the houses, etc. You know, being parts of it. Got lanterns here. That's a nice one with the synth arm holding it up. I think that's also CVC. Let's find out. That is... I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, that was the general theme of this one, is just a bunch of synth arms. And again, none of these houses are decorated. They're just have beds in them. So yeah, the walkway continues on over this way. We do have power that is going through the entire place. All these wires actually are serving purposes to bring electricity and lights to everything, so I actually did keep in a full grid for this one. Something I don't normally always do. Another little stairwell comes on down here to the rocks and then down this way. We got a well, and like I said, there's the windmill, and random bed with the tarp, because why not? Again, it adds to the theme. Threw in some more junk as well. Same thing over here on this side. Whole bunch of radioactive barrels, tipped over car, etc. Oh yeah, we got a house in there. I forgot about. Let's go take a look at that one before we continue on. That's the original little generator that was here powering this whole place. How you doing?
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Let me see now. How do I get into that house? Oh, it's this, that one. Okay. Yeah, I got too many places. I'm just all over the place. Yeah, nice little camping stove with some car seats. I don't remember if that's original or not. Could be. But either way. Alright. Come on in here. We got a couch and nothing else. So that is not the room I was thinking of. I got too many things in here. I don't remember where I put everything. Let's see. That is the back side of it. No. Oh, yeah, I did do that. So, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I like to do my little stove thing, and this is the pipings that I built for it so that it comes up, comes out, comes over, and actually looks 100% functional. You even got smoke coming out of there and everything. We will eventually find the entrance to that house.
Yeah?
I think I covered it up, did I?
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
I don't know what I did with the entryway. Weird. You might just have to glitch our way in then. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah, it looks just like a regular wall. As you can see, I don't plan any of this stuff. I just kind of come in and do my thing. Yeah, get out of the way. There it is.
Just wanted to trade a few
Oh,
things.
I don't want to trade it. Get out of my way. No. There we go. So yeah, it ends up looking like a section of wall. That's why I couldn't find the doorway. So anyway, inside here we got a poster. We got a nice little carpet, couch, some janky walls, etc. Some lighting. Like I said, everything is powered the way it should be. Here's the other side of the stove. Nice little fridge with some whatever bread steaks and whatnot. Kitchen table. Come on down this way. Right around the corner we got the bedroom. It's basically a little lamp and a bed and some acquaintance. Then of course we have the pooper, which is looking pretty full. And there you go. Onwards. Out of the way, dude. Holding up my video. Okay. So back down where we were before. Come on over this way. Continue on with this walkway. And so some of these open sections between the bridges, that's what I've been using to make gaps for the doorways here. So like this is one bridge and that's another bridge. Makes perfect little gaps to get into houses as well as to make walkways. So I will show you exactly what I'm talking about here. We will actually pick up one. So there you go. There's one. There's the other. And if you space them out just right, you have just enough space to put stairways and doorways. Good stuff. So down over here, just got ourselves a nice little landing. This is just basically for the stairs. I used a, I don't know, slanted floor from stairs, ladders, and ramps in order to make that little overhang to come down there. So if we head down this way, got ourselves a nice little winding walkway. This part leads over into just this house. I built supports going right into it to help hold that up. So we got supports coming from all different angles. Again, I wanted this to look as janky as possible. Come on over this way, and this leads to more guard towers. Again, the guards are around somewhere. Threw in some more garbage down in there, just because I like the way it looks. Well, see, there's one of them. Skulking, stalking, watching. always. So yeah, and then we got the stairway comes back up, going that way. And if we watch our heads, we can sneak through here. Kind of did the same thing with the canopy cover. We also have some tarps, maybe because it was leaking a little and they got sick and tired of coming out and getting dripped on. But yeah, more houses down this way. Including that one. Why did I open it? I don't know. Got over here. Last little guy. We got ourselves a nice little tent with a super hot burning campfire that's could potentially burn down the entire place if we're not careful. And there we have it. This is, I don't know, Zimonja, however you want to pronounce it. But yep, there we go. This was months in the making. I did a lot of off and on building. This wasn't like an everyday thing. This was just whenever I had the free time, I would come in here and put all this stuff together. And I think just a few days ago, within making this video, I came in and did a lot more decorating, adding things like these curtains to these buildings here, putting in some of the smoke effects. Got that deer as well. That was a last minute addition that I just decided to kind of throw in there. If we come on up here, here's our blinking lights. Just some basic red strobes from SOE, I believe. So, yeah, this is going to be one of the last really big ones that I do, I think, for a very long time, if I don't ever do them again. Like I said, I want to kind of get into doing a bunch of smaller ones so that I can actually decorate them completely so that we can get the full feel of this entire settlement, whatever it may be. So we'll see how things go in the future, but for now, that's the future plan. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.
Thank you.